need to find the mean absolute deviation of these 6 numbers: 3, 1.6, 2.8, 2.5, 1.7, and 2.8. These 6 numbers represent the weight in pounds of some puppies when they were born. So let's see, how can we do the mean absolute deviation? Well, Desmos won't do the whole thing for us, but there are lots of good tools in here for finding the mean absolute deviation. That'll get us part of the way there. I actually love to use a table because that's the easiest way, in my opinion, to enter a list into Desmos. I'm going to enter this list of numbers as my X variable. There we go. And just checking to be sure it's correct. Yep, looks good. So let's find the average value of these numbers. I could go over here to functions and choose mean. I could also just type the word mean. So I know the average weight of my puppies is 2.4 pounds. Now, what if I wanted to know how far is each of these values from 2.4? Some will be a little below and some will be a little above. Oh, look, it plotted it too. That's pretty cool. All right. So 3 is 0.6 pounds bigger than 2.4. 1.6 is 0.8 pounds smaller. That's cool. So what if I wanted to know like the distance from 2.4, not thinking about whether it's a positive or negative direction, but just the distance from 2.4. I could, if I wanted to, put a little absolute value symbol here. And that just tells me how far from the average each one of these values is. So this one is 0.6 away, this one's 0.8 away. And then of course, what I really want is the average of these numbers, right? There's a couple of different ways to calculate that. One option would be to just type it in. So I've got mean of, let me just type a list. 0.6, 0.8, oops, 0.8, 0.4, 0.1. Got to be careful with my commas here. 0.7, 0.4. Let's be sure I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values. Yep. So half a pound. So that's actually the mean absolute deviation here, and it's half a pound. So the average distance of these from the mean is half of a pound. That's what that means. Another way I could do that is I could find the mean of this. Let me type this, just copy paste that. Oops, hang on. There we go. So the mean of that, and I've got 0.5 that way as well. So there's a lot of ways that I can use Desmos to get me started on calculating the mean absolute deviation of a list of values.